Welcome! In this explainer, we're going to unpack the really critical relationship between artificial intelligence and a powerful new idea, ethical intelligence. We're going to explore why human values are fast becoming the most essential ingredient for the future of technology in our workplaces. So let's just dive right in with a big one. As AI gets more involved in hiring, promotions, and even firing, this question isn't some far-off hypothetical anymore. It's a daily reality for companies, and it forces us all to stop and ask, what does best even mean? Okay, first things first, we have to establish a fundamental truth here. AI isn't coming to HR, it's already here. It's screening resumes, it's analyzing performance reviews, it's even predicting who might quit next. And sure, the efficiency is amazing, you can't deny that, but it also opens up a whole new can of worms, doesn't it?
And that really brings us to the crucial point. The conversation has totally moved beyond just adopting AI. I mean, that ship has sailed. For a future that's sustainable, one that's actually centered on people, we need something more. Because the technology itself, that's only half of the equation.
So think about it like this. If AI is the incredibly powerful engine, what's the steering wheel? What's the brake pedal? Well, this leads us to the core concept we're talking about today, ethical intelligence, or EI for short. It's the essential human counterpart to all that raw computational power.
Let's break this down a bit. Ethical intelligence is not about trying to program a machine to be good. It's way more than that. It's an active, ongoing human practice. It's about leaders and their teams deliberately building their company's values, their moral compass, and how they design and use these incredibly powerful AI systems. It's all about making sure that the technology is serving people, not the other way around.
I love this slide because it just boils the whole philosophy down perfectly. Powered by values? That's your ethical foundation, right? And driven by purpose, that's your North Star, the direction you're headed. This way of thinking completely reframes technology. It's not just a tool to be more efficient, it becomes a tool for achieving something that's actually meaningful.
And taking this purpose-driven approach, well, that's what reveals the central challenge. This isn't about choosing AI or ethics. The real work, the hard work, is in navigating the tension between the two and finding that perfect balance. This slide just illustrates those two forces at play so well. Over on the left, you've got the pure promise of AI, processing thousands of applications in a blink, optimizing everything based on data, and making decisions with unbelievable speed. But on the right, you have the EI-guided focus, which asks totally different kinds of questions. Questions like, is this process actually fair? Does this decision line up with our mission? And are we upholding basic human values here? So here's the crucial point. The goal is not to reject the power of AI. It's about harnessing it. It's about building a system where the incredible speed of AI is directed by the wisdom of EI. You see, this isn't a battle. It's a partnership, and it's a partnership that has to be designed with real intention. Okay, so this all sounds good in theory, right? But how do we actually make this happen in the real world? Well, let's look at the kind of forum where these high-impact conversations are taking shape with industry leaders. A lot of this conversation is actually centered around a summit where leaders are getting together to tackle these very questions. You can see here the event is scheduled for March 13, 2026 in Bengaluru, bringing people into one room for a full day dedicated to this vital dialogue.
And you can tell just how serious this conversation is when you see the organizations that are driving it. You've got the NHRD Bangalore chapter representing industry professionals. You've got CHRMP, which is all about certification and standards. And you've got the Sri Satya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, bringing in that crucial academic viewpoint. This combination is exactly what you need to find a real, holistic solution.
And all of this leads to a really powerful call to action. The idea here is that this isn't some niche issue for a few experts to solve behind closed doors. It's being framed as a collective responsibility, an invitation for every single one of us to step up and be part of the balance. And so we end up right back where we began, but hopefully with a totally new perspective. As we hand over more and more decisions to algorithms, accountability doesn't just vanish, it becomes more critical than ever. And answering that question, well, that might just be the most human task of all. Thanks for joining me on this explainer.